Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to look at the distributive law. So what's that? Let A, B, and C be numbers, then A times B plus C is equal to AB plus AC, like that. And so whenever we're going into this motion, where A times B plus A times C, this is called distributing, where we're distributing the A over B plus C, like that. And going in the opposite direction, where we're taking out an A that's in common, that's called factoring. And today what we're going to be practicing is distributing. You'll be practicing factoring in future math lessons. So examples of usage: subtracting polynomials, which we will be seeing shortly, and simplifying algebraic expressions. These are all examples of using distributing and factoring. And so sometimes we put these little lines like this: A times B plus A times C, to help distribute, like that. And so here's a visual representation. Here we have A times B plus C, like that. So that's what we have here: A times B plus C. And now if we go A times B, we get this first area. And if we go A times C, we get the second area. So we see that A times B plus C is the whole thing, is the same as saying AB plus AC, like that. So that's a visual representation of this distributive law, like that. So a quick example here: compare 3 times 5 plus 2 and 3 times 5 plus 3 times 2. So this is before distributing. We get 3 times 7, 21. And then this is after distributing. So we have 3 times 5 plus 3 times 2, which gives 15 plus 6, which gives 21. So see, they're both 21. Before the distribution or after the distribution, they both give 21. Okay, your turn to practice. Compare 7 times 3 minus 1 and 7 times 3 plus 7 times negative 1. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. Okay, we're back. So we do the first evaluation and we get 14. We do the second evaluation and we also get 14. So this is just an example to show you that before or after distribution, you should get the same value, like that. So let's practice distributing. So x times 3, that's our first, and x times y, like that. So here we have 3x plus xy, like that. Whenever you have an unknown variable, we always put the constant in front of the variable. So it's not x3, it's 3x, like that. So 2 times z plus 2 times negative 1, like that. 2 times z, 2z. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, like that. So notice that the negative 1 is part of the second distribution. Right here we have 2z, and 2 times a negative number like that. Notice how I have plus 2, and the negative is in bracket like that. So that's where this negative 1 here is from. C, negative 3 times negative x plus 1. So first is negative 3 times negative x plus negative 3 times 1. Negative times negative gives positive, right? We saw that, so 3x. This is minus 3, like that. Okay, more examples. D, x squared times x cubed plus 1. So here we have x squared times x cubed plus x squared times 1, like that. And we saw in our introduction to exponents video, x squared means xx, x cubed means xxx, and so this is total of 5. So this is x to the 5, like that, plus x squared. E, 1/3 times 6x plus 9. So first is 1/3 times 6x plus 1/3 times 9. 6 and 3 cancels out, so we have 2 on the top, so which gives 2x. And then here 9 over 3 reduces to 3, so we have 2x plus 3 as our final answer. F, negative here times this is like saying negative 1 times x and negative 1 times z, like that. So we have negative 1 times x plus negative 1 times z, which gives minus x minus z, like that. Okay, time for some practice. Distribute. Go ahead and pause the video and perform these distributions. Okay, distribute. U times v, uv, u times 2, 2u, like that. 4 times x minus 3, so we have 4x plus 4 times 3, so 4x plus 12, like that. Minus 2 times x, as such, minus 2 times minus 7, as such, so this is negative 2x plus 14, like that. Y times minus 1 plus y times y squared, so this is negative y, and this is y cubed, like that, right? Y times y times y, so that's 3 y's, so y cubed, like that. E, 1/4 times 16z minus 8, first distribution, 16 over 4, second distribution, minus 8 over 4, so this reduces to 4z, this reduces to minus 2, like that. F, negative times 3 minus x, so negative 1 times 3 as such, negative 1 times minus x as such, this gives minus 3, and this gives positive x, like that. Okay, so now we're going to practice distributing in one step. So we're going to be practicing our mental math. It's a little advanced, but it's worth practicing, as you'll find out in later math lessons. This practice will pay off. So x times 3, 3x. X times the minus y, minus xy. Minus 3 times z, minus 3z. Minus 3 times 2, minus 6. Negative 1 times negative x, x. Negative 1 times 1, negative 1. A half times 8, 4. A half times 4, 2, like that. Okay, your turn. Perform these distributions in one step. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. Okay, we're back. So 2 times s, 2s. S times u, minus su. Negative 4 times 3, negative 12. Negative 4 times z, negative 4z. Negative 1 times x, negative x. Negative 1 times y, negative y, sorry. Negative 5 times negative 1, positive 5. Negative 5 times x, negative 5x. 1/3 times 18, 6, so 6x. 1/3 times negative 27, negative 9. And that's it. It's that easy. I'll see you guys in the next video.